Your December 2017 Astroscope. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to all of my regular followers and hello to anyone new out there. If you would like a reading after this vlog, then please just refer to the description box below and follow the link to the website. It's also at the end of this vlog and there will be a link, a drop down during the vlog as well. There may be options there if you wish to give somebody a gift voucher as well. It's a minimum of £5, so get in there. Thank you for all your wonderful feedback and support, excuse me, throughout the year. God, it's been a long day already. And I got a bit cold, so I had to put on me warmy thing. It's getting very cold here, isn't it? It's a lot colder than it was last year. So what we got for you, Leo? I feel you need a little bit of silence, a little bit of time to yourself. And this is a great time because it is Mercury retrograde, and that's a great time for reflection, self-reflection. Take a step back from everything and all the busy. I might sneeze in a minute. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So if things do get, you know, really busy, rest your mind. You know, if you work on a computer a lot, just suddenly sort of put on a bit of meditation or something. You need to just, and I've said this to a lot of the signs now, I feel this is just about prioritizing. Do what needs to be done, what you have to do to get resolved, to keep yourself going, to keep the balance, to keep some harmony. You know, you're unable to do everything. We're not magicians. We are in our mind, of course, manifestation and everything, but we're not here to change, you know, to be in control of the whole world. And when the planets are like this, you know, sometimes it gets very frustrating because people aren't hearing you. You're not, you know, messages are getting delayed, you know, your hold-ups here, but you can get things prepared in advance. So for instance, if you're going on a trip, check your passports, check all your tickets. If you make a booking online or something like that, then make sure that you double check it, you know, and if you haven't had a confirmation email, get in touch. You know, do whatever you have to do. If something then is being blocked, then I feel that it's maybe being held up for a reason. So there's your answer. But honour your priorities. If you've got to get something done, do it. If otherwise you need a rest, then have that rest time out. Because I think that, you know, trying to control at this point is not a good thing, because the delay or that feeling of sluggishness can feel just worse. The full moon is going to bring up quite a big sort of push for everybody, and I feel that, you know, you may want to express yourself more. You may want to say a few things that you haven't been able to before, but I think you've still got to be very wary about, or be very aware of how you're presenting that information and that other people can cope with it. You know, it may not be received in the way that you first thought or you feel it should be received. Okay, again, you haven't got control on other people, and this is a time to just flow with things. And I think for you, silence is really good. You know, take time to give yourself some self-care. The energy is really strong for you this month, and I see a lot of expansion and things turning around, particularly around trips, overseas connections, and just travel in general. I would say further travel though, not just sort of just taking short trips. I feel that anything, there's going to be a massive breakthrough somewhere for a few people, especially around work abroad, things turning around where they haven't been moving for a while. All of a sudden you get that opportunity, or maybe it's something coming back. Mercury is very much about opportunities coming back or things working out this time. So expect the unexpected, because although this can be a pain in the backside this time, and I know people go, oh no, Mercury's going retrograde. If you could just sort of get in the zone of it and feel like you're on a wave and you're floating here and you're floating there and everything is the way it should be, and you're just going with it, then there will be less frustration. Now, for some of you, there may be some sadness around love. I'm seeing some upset or stress, or it's causing you to feel really, really down. There could be an argument, but what Spirit is saying is to try and take a rest from the arguments. Take some time out. If you can step back from a relationship, if you can maybe take a few days off or go away, or, you know, just a little bit of separation, or just back off from each other, just take a step back, you know, I think you could find there's resolve, because I do see positive outcomes and conclusions, and a sense that the reason you've been frustrated is because you haven't got all the information. So this could be that someone's not contacting you, you know, they're blowing hot and cold, you just don't know, you know, you don't know whether you're on, you're off. It's like a real testing time, but then all of a sudden, you know, something falls into place. So, and this is a big sign that we presume a lot of things without getting all the facts. So make sure you get some facts before you start wading in there, because you could say something you really regret, okay? Now, fate is going to bring some opportunities to two pathways for you to choose from. It's going to come in writing, and you need to take the decision that is best for you, okay? So if you're waiting for a job interview or some information, confirmation that you've got a job or you haven't got a job, you know, I feel that there's possibly two options here, and that you know, you may be like, oh, you know, one could be that, oh, this isn't less easy because I've got to travel, or this one isn't as much money. Look at the whole aspect of it. I feel that security is going to be the most important thing here, but it could be the thing that's right, you know, in your mind as the most important thing. But actually, the most important thing is that you're happy inside, because that will bring the security, and that will bring more money and more fulfillment to you. Emotionally, you're going to want to take a step up anyway. I can think, oh, you know, I want to take the higher thing, you know. So for instance, maybe you're given like you're offered a job as a manager in one store, and then in another store you're offered like partnership as VIP status or something. But the VIP status means that you've got to work more hours, that you have more responsibility, it's going to be more stressful, whereas the other position is a really nice little place, it's really friendly, it is something to work with. Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge to start with, but you know, the hours are much more favourable, it's more flexible for you, and there is an opening. So look at all the aspects, really write out, you know, all the positives and negatives of this, and then I think you'll find the answer. But I think your gut will tell you exactly what is the right place to go here. Now, there's gossip around a situation around the home, I feel, but I do see you organised putting a stop to that and finding resolve. So it could be that something's said to you or something's being talked about, and you're able to like nip that in the bud. So that's important. Watch yourself. Watch you don't get involved in that sort of gossip as well, because you don't need to be part of something that could get quite messy later. Emotionally, it seems to be a lot of stuff being put on you. So somebody could be coming to you and saying, oh, I heard about this, and you know, and what am I supposed to do with that? And you know, and you're getting involved in someone else's relationship or family dilemmas which really have nothing to do with you, and it could all backfire. I feel this is to do with children. It could be that you've got your children and their children are falling out, and then you're all getting involved, and it just gets messy. Kids fall out, you know, things happen. So emotionally, just think, how can I make the best of this? How can I make things the best they can be? What's the best resolution for all? And I've said this again to so many of the sun signs today, that this is what it's about, getting resolved and not being stressed about it, finding a way that's best for you so you can get an end result, so you can get the progression in your life. Let go of your doubts. Even though you may think that something isn't being sorted out, it is. I feel that things are being lost in the mail, things are being delayed, but you will have the control and you will have victory. And I do see freedom for you as well, a sense of like being able to breathe after a long time underwater, and a lot more security for you. Just watch the stress, really. I just feel like it keeps creeping in. It's almost like you're stressing yourself out for no reason, or you're allowing other people to influence you. If you do that, if you get that little bit of silence, you only honour your top priorities, then, and be absolutely you know, if it's absolutely sure if it's a yes or it's a no. All right, so all you need to do I want to do this or do I not want to do this? Don't sort of go around the houses. Is it a yes or a no? Get yourself in silence first, then you'll get the answer. So have a great December, Leo. I was going to say Capricorn then. And wonderful new year. And again, if you'd like a private reading, do log on to my website. All information is below in the description box. If you do want a reading before New Year, then do book in quickly, because it gets very, very busy at this time of year, and all of a sudden. And, you know, I like to get people in as quickly as I can and not give too much delay. So I will speak to you very soon, and take good care of yourselves. Bye for now.